The Rock's greatest wrestling fights. Professional wrestling might be scripted, but the performers sure know how to leave authentic emotions in the hearts of their die-hard fans. One guy who is an expert at doing this is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, as he has been part of many memorable matches that cannot be forgotten. That being said, here are The Rock's greatest wrestling matches. The Rock vs. Stone Cold Steve Austin, 2001. It's WrestleMania, the biggest event in wrestling history, and two of the absolute titans of the ring are going head-to-head. The Rock vs. Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's like watching two trains collide, but in the most entertaining way possible. These guys brought the house down every time they stepped into the ring together, and this match was no different. What made it so great? Well, besides the fact you met two of the biggest names in wrestling going toe-to-toe, there was so much on the line. The WWE Championship was up for grabs. But it wasn't just about the title, it was about pride, legacy, and cementing their names in wrestling history. The Rock and Stone Cold were at the peak of their careers, and every move they made had the crowd screaming at the top of their voices. And let's not forget the drama. The near falls, the back-and-forth action, and the sheer intensity of it all had fans losing their minds. In the end, Stone Cold came out on top, but both men left everything they had in that ring. It's a match that will go down as one of the greatest of all time, no doubt about it. The Rock vs. Triple H, 1998. Now let's move on to the Attitude Era. It was a wild time for wrestling fans, and this match between The Rock and Triple H at SummerSlam '98 was a prime example of why. These two had a rivalry for the ages, and every time they clashed, it was like watching a Shakespearean drama unfold, but with more suplexes, of course. What set this match apart? Well, for starters, you had the Intercontinental Championship on the line. But beyond that, there was a personal vendetta between The Rock and Triple H that added an extra layer of intensity to the proceedings. These guys weren't just fighting for a title, they were fighting for bragging rights, respect, and the satisfaction of putting their rival in their place. The match itself was a roller coaster of emotions. From the jaw-dropping high spots to the nail-biting near falls, every moment had the crowd on their feet. And when The Rock finally emerged victorious, it was like the culmination of months of built-up tension and anticipation. This match was a masterclass in storytelling and in-ring psychology, and it's still talked about to this day as one of the greatest matches in SummerSlam history. The Rock vs. Hulk Hogan, 2002. Now this match was a clash of generations. You had The Rock, the young up-and-comer with charisma to spare, taking on Hulk Hogan, the immortal icon of wrestling. It was like watching the past and the future collide in the middle of the ring, and the result was pure magic. What made this match so special? Well, for one thing, you had the sheer star power of both men. The Rock and Hulk Hogan were two of the biggest names in the history of wrestling, and seeing them face off was like a dream come true for fans. But beyond that, there was an electricity in the air that night at WrestleMania 18. The crowd was absolutely electric, and you could feel the energy pulsating through the arena. And then there was the match itself. The Rock and Hulk Hogan put on a clinic in storytelling, with each man playing off the other's strengths and weaknesses to perfection. It was a masterclass in how to work a crowd, with the fans hanging on every move and reaction. And when The Rock finally emerged victorious, it was like passing the torch from one generation to the next. Now this match was a clash of the titans in every sense of the word. You had The Rock, the people's champion, going up against John Cena, the face of the WWE for over a decade. It was a dream match that had been years in the making, and when it finally happened, it did not disappoint. What made this match so epic? Well, besides the fact that you had two of the biggest names in wrestling facing off on the grandest stage of them all, there was a personal rivalry simmering beneath the surface. The Rock and John Cena had been trading barbs for months leading up to WrestleMania, and the tension between them was pretty insane. As for the match itself, The Rock and John Cena pulled out all the stops, delivering a hard-hitting, back-and-forth battle that had the crowd biting their nails. From the high-impact moves to the near falls, every moment was filled with drama and intensity. And when The Rock finally hit the rock bottom for the win, it was a moment that will go down as one of the greatest in WrestleMania history. The Rock is Kurt Angle's Triple H 2000. This triple threat match at SummerSlam 2000 was a prime example of just how versatile and talented The Rock truly is. Facing off against two of the best in the business, Kurt Angle and Triple H, The Rock proved why he's considered one of the all-time greats. What made this match stand out? Well, for one thing, you had three of the top stars in wrestling competing for the WWE Championship. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Each man was willing to do whatever it took to walk out with the gold around their waist. The action in this match was off the charts, with The Rock, Kurt Angle, and Triple H pulling out all the stops to put on a show for the fans. From the technical wrestling prowess of Angle to the brute strength of Triple H to the electrifying charisma of The Rock, there was something for everyone in this match. And when The Rock emerged victorious, it was a testament to his skill, determination, and undeniable star power. The Rock is Stone Cold Steve Austin, 2003. Now you can't talk about The Rock's greatest matches without mentioning his showdown with Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 19. This was their third WrestleMania encounter, and it was every bit as epic as the ones that came before it. This match was significant for many reasons. First, it was Stone Cold's last match before retiring from in-ring competition, so there was a sense of finality hanging in the air. But beyond that, you had two of the biggest icons in wrestling history going head-to-head one last time, and the result was pure magic. The Rock and Stone Cold gave their best in this match, delivering a hard-hitting, emotionally charged battle that had the crowd on their feet from start to finish. And when The Rock finally emerged victorious, it was a fitting end to one of the greatest rivalries in wrestling history. Now hit the comments below and tell us which of these matches is The Rock's greatest. Like, share, and subscribe when you're done, and I'll see you in the next video.